Invitational, a gorgeous 70-degree morning here in Clearwater, Florida. Day 2 of this 4-day tournament. Oklahoma State splitting their first 2 games yesterday. Fresh off the bus, taking on Texas A&M.
So Stanford, a ranked team with a great offense, gave them a couple of losses. Palo Alto.
And a walk on 4 pitches. Austin aboard for the 6th time.
Having a ton of plate discipline. Already 7 balls in a row thrown by Pinnell, and now make it 8. And the change, Matt, that is dropping it down.
Oh, that caught a piece of Godwin. And now the bases are loaded to start the game for Oklahoma State. Hit at least 1 home run in 4 straight games. Swings and misses on the 1-2, and a big pitch by Pinnell to record the first out. How she performs this weekend towards the middle bottom portion of the lineup may get moved up. Flares that to the shortstop, KK Dement. Got 2 quick outs for Pinnell.
Well, other than
Rosie Davis has other plans. 2 runs will score. They will send to third. A bases clearing 2-out double for Rosie Davis.
she needed that, and Oklahoma State needed that. Sitting back on a changeup, she knows that she's going to get one, and she recognizes it and is able to square it up enough. She's still a little bit out in front of that changeup, but it stays fair. Lands down the line to just clear the bases. Remember, all 3 of those runners.
An excuse me swing, charging in from third. Powell not in time. And the inning continues for the Cowgirls. Davis moves up to third.
Well, remember, Wilkeson has big-time wheels.
Including their win late against Georgia. Wilkeson takes second base for her 3rd stolen bag of the season. 1-2 into center. Frankie Rigel will not get there. Another bases clearing double for the Cowgirls. 5-zip Oklahoma State.
Yeah, this is a bit of a defensive mistake here. Unfortunately for A&M, there's balls that very well could have been 2 outs on the last 2 plays. A hit off the end of the bat turned into an infield single, and then on this ball that actually had some good power behind it, considering that she was a bit out in front of it, but Vrajel took a step in and then had to react back, and that is why the ball beat her. So not a great read whatsoever. Starting to grab their glove and get ready to go out and play on defense. You want to settle in with 2 outs and put even more pressure on a defense and make things happen with 2 outs.
And they continue to make things happen with 2 outs.
4 extra base hits, a couple of home runs that she had last weekend at Stanford.
Slow roller at short. It's KK Dement, and that finally ends the inning. Lone loss was to Texas Tech in the Aggie Classic. Really good game, 3-2, falling to the Red Raiders. Great first at bat for Ruby Malin.
Alongside her changeup, throws with really good velocity in the upper 60s.
Hard hit off the bat of Kowalewski, and a strong throw by Jaden Jones. 2 quick outs for Ruby Malin.
Yeah, I mean, she's an All-American. Go-to is that drop ball up-down change, so she's had those moments of dominance.
Maya Perez, a scorcher, but right into the mid of J.L. Austin in a 1-2-3 inning. Second. Tia Warsup drops down a bunt. Tough play at third for Powell. And it's into foul territory in right field. And that caught a piece of Godwin. 2nd hit batter of the game by 2 separate A&M pitchers.
This spot, just different keys that you can tell yourself in your mind. But just like hitting is contagious, I kind of feel like free passes are contagious.
They seem to be that way right now. Already 2 on and nobody out. Infield drawn in.
Well, and regardless, by the way, both runners advanced. So because everybody thought that it was a walk, Maureen, they were locked in offensively.
Hassler goes down looking. Much needed from Sydney Peters to get the first out of the inning.
Striking her out on a changeup. That's 2 strikeouts against Hassler, both
last year, and it just felt hard. Every week felt hard, in the words of Kenny Gajewski. There's a fresh energy, though, this year for the Cowgirls, and we are seeing it on display. Another walk, the 6th free pass.
And getting 2 quick outs looked like for a second they weren't going to come away with anything.
Flares this in the center. Vrajel drifting under it. Worship tags from third to make it a 6-0 Cowgirls lead. Wilkeson to left, and that will end the inning. Oklahoma State offense taking advantage of free passes. They lead it by 6 in Clearwater.
Even the fans having a chance to see these teams up close.
Diving play at second base by Aubrey Jones, and just beating the throw, Wark.
That's a good spot for her.
That was her 2nd strikeout.
Oh, and then she goes up with the rise ball. Looked like a low rise ball on the out just at this tournament, but all across the country. However, several of the seniors are here.
Back-to-back Ks. Hassler on the throw up to... Ball gets away from Hassler. Over to third goes Wark. After she reached on an infield single, it's been back-to-back strikeouts for appearances. This is rocked up the middle off the bat of Maddie Sawney, and Wark will score from third. A&M on the board.
Needed that from the freshman, Maddie Sawney, who they're just so excited about. Freshman catcher for A&M coming through to get them on the board, not trying to do too much. That drop ball a little bit elevated, stays on top of it. You can tell the power that she has, driving it right back up the middle of the field. A generated run there for A&M to get them on the board.
First
excited about her and the pop that she has on her bat.
This is sprayed into right field off the bat of Paisley Allen. Now a little bit of a 2-out rally brewing for Texas A&M.
Another transfer there with Paisley
in the lineup. Goes down looking here on the 4th strikeout of the game for Ruby Malin, who strands 2 Aggies on base. Back in the circle for her 2nd inning of work, relieving Taylor Pinnell. And another free pass issued by A&M pitching. The 5th walk to go along.
To be so close to these stars.
Jones into the gap in left center, will dig for 2 as Booker moves up to third. A double from the 9-hitter for the Cowgirls. Bit of a Jekyll and Hyde day as that one gets past Maddie Sawney, and Booker scores easily. And some of these runs are just coming really without resistance for Oklahoma State.
Well, and I think that's the frustrating part for A&M and Coach Ford and the staff. I mean, that was close to being a strike. In fact, was it when A&M just had scored that 1 run, feeling like, all right, broke up the shutout, can get back into this, and OSU answers back still. You know, I think that's like the softball version of adulting.
Worship a flare into left field. Going to be a tough play. Coming on to make it is Paisley Allen, and too shallow for Jones to tag.
Focus for Oklahoma State this season, making quick adjustments.
Strikeout of Godwin. Peters gets out of the inning, but as Amanda...
She's really proud of the year that they put together to be the #1 national seed. And as Kennedy Powell gets hit by a pitch there, but you think about, she just took over this program. I mean, that was just her 3rd year.
Not to mention everything that those young ladies did at the plate. Meanwhile, back to the... And she will come back home for now what will be a 3-1 count.
Well, she was just excited probably hearing the umpire say ball 4, take your base. She's like, cool, drop the bat, hustle on down. I'm not going to argue with that. You play it off.
But the runner did go to second base. And now a walk on 5 pitches.
There's something in that regional that Trisha Ford did talk about as a strength was just really the fight.
1-2, rock to center, and deep, and gone! 3-run bomb for Maya Perez. A&M back in it.
Since got a little bit of time her freshman year and had moments like this at practice, but started to have moments like this in games consistently. Last year, a home run threat every time she steps up to the plate, just a pure hitter as well. A&M needed that to get back into this game with one swing, a 3-run home run by the All-American Maya Perez, and it cut this lead in half.
Rourke flares the 2-1 into center, and finally the first out of the inning.
Great second base. This year she's moved over to short because Coco Woolley graduated.
Up the middle, and a 1-out base knock for DeMent. Her first time aboard this morning. Freshman records, 18 doubles, 64 runs batted in, passes the bat to Talon Edwards, and that rolls to the wall. DeMent rounding third will score without a throw, and Edwards with a 3-bagger to make this a 7-5 game in Clearwater.
Edwards hammers this ball to right field, and Heike DeMent even got a slow round at second base, not picking up her coach. That ball got, especially the second time through the order, A&M's more on time.
And Sowney makes it a 1-run game. Driving in Edwards with a 1-out single.
We were talking about the fight from A&M in their College Station Regional going up against Liberty, one of the strengths that Trisha Ford saw from her team at the end of the season in the postseason. And this is that fight. We started this inning talking about that. It's so easy to get down on yourself when you're down on the scoreboard.
Despite the fact that we saw Riley Crandall warming up in the bullpen. That is backhanded at third. Will they turn 2? No. The ball pops out of the middle. Carly Godwin, despite the throw being there in time. The third, 6 runs scored already for A&M. Runner goes. Throw is way off the line, and Aubrey Jones had to dive for that to keep it in the infield.
Back into this game.
That ball gets past Hassler. And now Allen just 60 feet away.
Well, and Kenny told us, but in this third inning, this game is really just kind of turned on its head.
2-2 strikeout. Hassler throw up to first to complete it. A big inning for Texas A&M. Excuse me, swing off the bat of Hassler. Powell, a flip to first, 1 down.
Important for A&M to
And 10 goes down on strikes. Peters battling back for her 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, you could tell baseball.
2-2 strikeout of Davis. First time A&M has tossed a scoreless inning.
Work through and still trying to give their all for their team.
It's a slow roller to second base, 1 down. You mentioned a knee injury, Amanda. It wasn't just any knee injury. It was a stress fracture in her landing leg. And your whole life as a junior in college. Line drive into foul territory, trapped by Wilkeson. 2 quick outs for Crandall.
Expectations for her go the way that I think that Kenny G or the Oklahoma State fans and team thought that it was going to with the roster that they had.
Perez in the center. 1-2-3 inning for Riley Crandall. Throws 6 pitches here on field 9. We will see Texas A&M later against Duke. Meanwhile, that pitch hits Melina Wilkeson.
The whole time, right? Like, that's how it is in a season. All these wins and losses, for that matter, if you have a bad loss, as Sydney Peters gets a strikeout there against Shane Jones. But all the wins and losses stick with you for the entire.
Wilkeson goes, throw is in time, and the tag on the money by KK Demet. A strike by Maddie Sowney, 2 down.
Just take a look at the location of this throw. This is a fresh statement maker for this battery.
Demet cannot backhand the double hopper off the bat of Aubrey Jones, who keeps the inning alive in the 9 spot.
That would have been big to get that as
they had. And for JL, she didn't have the best fall, in the words of Kenny Gajewski, but the minute they got back from winter break.
Turners, 50% new faces.
Another strikeout. 6 for Peters. OSU is.
Thoughts?
I don't know. It looks a little sharp at the bottom.
Do they make you take that off?
Definitely. Slow roller to short. Aubrey Jones with the first out.
So Riley Crandall has come in relief of Ruby Balin, and it's been 5 up, 5 down for Crandall. She's looked so sharp, is where she needs to put them.
Deep fly ball to center. Back on it is Austin. Makes the catch, crashing into the wall for the 3rd out of the 5th inning.
I thought for a second.
This is an elephant's heart.
I can't say I'd ever known that.
Line drive into left field off the bat of Tia Warsop, 1 gone. It has been an odd game, to say the least, in terms of how these runs have come. This could go for Godwin. It's gone. And the 3-hitter strikes again for Oklahoma State.
What an adjustment by Godwin. I'm talking about the Sydney Peters rise ball, and look at her go up and get it. That is not an easy pitch to handle whatsoever. Up and in on your hands, upper 60s coming in. And she gets her barrel there, clearly going up with a plan to look for that pitch, gets her barrel there and sends it out of here. Look, I can't help but think, talked about it for that last out, the momentum from the catch from
of last weekend.
It's just the quality of teams in this tournament. I think you have to go in knowing that you're going to give up some runs.
Hassler down the line and left. It is gone. Back-to-back homers for the Cowgirls.
Pretty much the same pitch that Godwin hit out of here. A rise ball looks like a little bit too much on the plate, but trying to get up and in on the hands. Oklahoma State. Godwin, Hassler going back to back. I didn't even see where that one landed. Maybe on the street? Did it hit the car? I don't know. But that was an absolute bomb, making the adjustment on the rise ball. These right-handed hitters. Peters trying to get him swing that Oklahoma State had whenever Riley Crandall came in and had such shutdown innings in the circle. Great defense, being able to right back into their bats.
And wanted to bring her hometown team back onto the national stage, and boy, has she.
I mean, they're a legit national championship contender, and so is Tennessee. And so
payoff. Wilkeson into left, gliding back. Allen, back-to-back home runs.
And just seeing these freshmen step up, they're the future stars for the next few years that we get to follow, as Riley Crandall answered right back with a strikeout. Right at Allen after giving up that GPT or something. And AI, maybe they would know the answer. Maybe my dad would know, even better than Google.
Nice piece of hitting in the 9 spot from Kelsey Mathis. Turns the lineup over to Kennedy Powell. LSU Tigers. Another one sprayed in the left field, this time off the bat of Kennedy Powell. And back-to-back one-out base knocks for the Aggies. The tying run is aboard, and who even knows? Kowalewski down the line in left and making the catch in foul territory. Wilkinson.
That is a big out for Riley Crandall with where A&M is at in their order and getting to face Maya Perez with 2 outs that she had.
Lines this into right field, down for a base hit. Here comes Mathis. She will score. Throw to third is in time to get the final out. Powell was trying to stretch it. The run will count because it scored before the tag to make it 9-8. What a way to finish this inning.
A&M pushing the envelope on the base pass, but a great play by Warsup. A heads-up throw, tagged by Davis. Gosh, that was a big out.
Kate Bunnerland certainly figures into that equation this year for the Aggies and has a strikeout of her first batter faced to start the 7th.
Now batting the shortstop, Aubrey Jones.
Right back to Munnerlin. 2 quick outs.
Know what that is, but if you're into it, I can get behind it.
Rolled the first. Maya Perez likes that. A 1-2-3 inning for Texas A&M. It's a strikeout award. Second of the game for Crandall. 1 down in the... Ahead in the count here, 2-1 on Crandall. Hard hit to third, backhanded by Davis, and A&M down to its final out. Opportunity to take down a top 10 Texas A&M team. 1 strike away. Over to second base, and Kenny Gajewski has his 26th top 10 win at OSU.
It's a needed win with this slate of games that Oklahoma State has here in Clearwater. Another top 25, top 10 win under their belt.
Gritty win. They led by as many as 6. A&M came all the way back. Oklahoma State hangs on for a 9-8 victory for Amanda Scar.